Alright, folks, it's been a long time coming. It's Halloween. Well, for some of you not. People who went through Hurricane Sandy, maybe not. I can't hear a blessed thing. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. The reason I can't hear a blessed thing is because the way I have my audio set up, I can't hear anything. So you probably are being blasted to death with the loudness of the audio, but there's nothing I can do about that. And people are dying. What else is new? And ooh, alerts. Ooh, pretty lights. Things are flashing. What can you do? It's 1980s, 95. XCOM. What else do you think I'd be doing on Halloween? Scary day. Well, I wouldn't consider this game the scariest game of all time. There is scarier ones come out today, but back in the day, this thing put some fear in your face. It was pretty scary. And it's pretty tough these days. Even though it's, well, 15 years old and a little bit older than that probably by now, it still puts a hurt on you. It's they still mod it. It's pretty darn hard. I can't even beat the sequel. I've beaten this one once, the sequel not so much. But anyway, so we have mutons flying through the sky. Mutons flying through the sky, and they run away. Anyway, here we are to a little Halloween Let's Play I'm going to do, because, well, it's Halloween and I want to get in the mood. It is XCOM UFO Defense. And let us begin in English. Alright, let's start a new game. I have cleared it out. All my saves on this completely cleared out and we're ready to go. I have played on Veteran. I mean Experience. That's where I played my first playthrough. I beat the game. Wasn't that hard. I'm going to try it on Veteran, which is supposed to be 10 times harder. Anybody who's wondering, I have not used any mods, UFO extenders, or anything. I'm just playing straight up XCOM. So, here we go. First base I always do in Europe, because you get coverage of Africa, a little bit of Asia, and most of Europe. And if you're lucky, some of Greenland. But that's not very important. Right now, what's important is starting this thing up. And I always start it off with Europe, com. And here we go. And here we are in the first phase of the game. I'm going to save in case we have a crash. Oh, why did that not delete itself? Okay. Game 1. Anyway, here we are in the first phase of the game. When you first start out, this is the G-Escape. This is where you see everything that's happening in the world. This is where you get to see enemy units, world, under your fingertips. This is where you set the time speed to increase or decrease, graphs, Wikipedia, which stores all your scientific knowledge, options, funding, intercept, which we have 3 vehicles to intercept with. Anyway, let's go in the base. This is our current base setup, which is pretty terrible in case we're attacked, but since we don't have enough money to rearrange the base, I'm going to leave it as is, and I have done base attacks in this setup and it worked fine, so I'm just going to leave it because I know how to handle it. Anyway, let's build facilities. This is the first thing you really want to do in the game to get started. First thing that really troubles you is general stores always run out. It's one of the game's lacking features. Always want to have an extra living quarters because you always fill up. Next thing you want is a large radar facility which will detect more UFOs. Okay. Next thing you need is a must-have, alien containment, which will capture if you capture any live aliens, they'll live in here and they can interrogate them and do whatever you want. So, let's continue on. Well, a question you might be having is, I did my XCOM, Terror from the Deep, 1 video upload. Why am I doing this? Well, let's just say, YouTube's being a, today is somewhat different. Sorry, I'm setting my timer. Make sure that I don't overgo my time. Sorry about that. The reason I have time now is because Hurricane Sandy has completely destroyed my school. I have no school, basically. It was under 8 feet of water to the second story. So I have a little bit of free time, and it's Halloween, and I wanted to get into the spirit with something scary, and XCOM is that game. I know they came out with the new one, and for that person who keeps asking me for a monitor review of the gaming monitor review with the monitor I have, it's coming, bucko. As soon as Steam finishes downloading the game, it will be a monitor review for you. Patience. It's coming. There you go. All set up. Yeah, with the extra time, I decided to do this, and let's take a look at our soldiers. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 soldiers. We need a maximum of 10. I need 10 plus a tank, so I'm gonna get 8, so we have 4 extra. I'm also going to get a buy those for now, and we're going to equip the other interceptor, this one, with Stingray. No? I want yeah, it's Avalanche, sorry. Avalanche, because Avalanche missiles are better than the Stingray, and I in this game have a strategy of going with the most powerful weapon first, because you need to blow those things out, and the harder you can blow them out of the sky and the faster you can means less people die on the ground, and that's more important. I know that recovering the elements is a little bit more important at the moment, because you need to get further in the tech tree, but I believe, and from what I've seen from my previous strategy of blowing them out of the sky as far as you can, helps in the long run. So, next thing I'm going to do is, now that I bought that extra launcher so I can equip this one, right now I'm not equipping it because, first of all, I don't have one, but if I did have an extra Avalanche launcher, I wouldn't, because then I would have 2 interceptors out, and if I saw a UFO, I'd be unable to shoot it down. And that's our first UFO, and that's important. So, let's remove pistols. They are useless. Rifles, I usually equip 7 and 14 clips. Heavy cannons, I like to have 2. I want to have two, one loaded, one extra of these armor piercing, and I want to have, if I had an extra one, two. Actually, no, I want 4 of these since there's 2 rifles. I want one person to have a reload and to have one loaded in the gun at the time, and I want to have 2 high explosives, 1 reload for each person that has this. And I'm going to go with the rocket launcher because it's badass, and I'm going to give it 4 rockets, 1 loaded. Later I'll deck it out with a large rocket, incendiary, all that good stuff. And since there's going to be 10 guys on here, plus my tank, I'm going to give it 10 grenades. Okay. Let's sell all the useless items, like the extra Stingray launcher, 2, and the 2 cannons, which I'm not going to use. And the pistols, goodbye. Not needed. Gives you a little extra cash to get started off in the game. Smoke grenades, goodbye. I know that cover is important in this game, I just don't believe in it. Autocannon is going bye-bye. I tried using it before. It's too heavy and cumbersome to use with an average troop beginning game. Now that I am a YouTube partner, I actually can get 15-minute uploads. It's good. Alright, now let's get into the buying phase. The entire game hinges upon you buying the right stuff at the beginning of the game. So, I'm going to buy a rocket, one of these guys, and I'm going to get... oh, crap. Maybe I'm going to hold off on... no, I have to get the rocket launcher at least. 10 of those... buy that, and let's sell some more stuff. Do I really have to wait until all those guys come? Or do... okay. I might have to wait until my general stores come in, but I'm going to buy that. 10 rockets, hopefully that's enough. I'm going to buy some... yeah, I have to wait. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to save here again in case we have a crash, and I will delete that battleship file. That's probably from one of my previous games. It is from one of my previous games. I don't know why. Okay. Maybe if I equip it, it'll take it out of storage, so... here we go. Wrong button. Let's click on the interceptor that did not get the Stingray launch. It did not get the... didn't I get an avalanche launcher, or am I just making things up? There it is. Stores, if I still have it in here... oh, it's still on its way. What did I get then? That's interesting. Maybe it's extra crew members? No? Oh, one thing I forgot to do, and I always do this when I start a game of XCOM, is forget to assign research. Always slips my mind. So I have my 10 scientists, which I'm going to purchase more scientists. I always start off buying 10 scientists since you don't have a lot of cash, and 10 engineers, which usually puts you over your base limit of people. This is going to be interesting. What did I get? Let's go to the equipment side. Maybe I got the, nope. Well, let's see what's coming. Let's see what comes in. Get some time. And there's the dudes. Gonna let them go. I don't name dudes unless they're very important to me. And we got a first mission, which is on the ground. Yay! And I don't have proper equipment, so we're probably screwed. Oh, never mind. Interceptor. Intercept that. Maybe you can shoot it down? No. And that guy's going too fast, so it's not even worth it. Okay, So that was a bogus mission, which really stinks because we did intercept at the moment we saw it. Alright, so now let's equip the rocket launcher tank, which does have enough arms. And let's see if we can buy more stuff now that something's out of the base. So we're gonna buy some high explosive cannon rounds, so we can. I'm gonna buy some more of that. I'm gonna get the incendiary because I always like have a little bit of fire. I'm gonna buy some large rockets, some small rockets for the rocket launcher dude. Some more grenades. No smoke grenades. Proximity grenades have saved me many times in both Terror from the Deep and UFO Defense. Next, I'm going to buy at least 3 high explosives. Stun rods. Going to give 10 for the guys. Electrochemical flares, never use them. Never saw the point in them. So, there we go. We just outfitted our dudes. Even better now. And there's the engineers and scientists. So let's put those 10 guys all into laser weaponry, which is the most important research you can get at the beginning of the game, which will put you ahead of the game if you get it done fast. So here's all of our stuff. Let's go and equip the Sky Ranger. And actually, since we have 4 spots, we have 2 extra. Load up with 2 extra dudes. These guys are going to be the elite squad we have. Okay, so we bought... They didn't stack. Well, congratulations. Here's a game. Armor... AC... What's the difference? Aren't they the same? Okay. This is confusing me, but whatever. Let's get no more armor piercing since we have... we just overused our stores. So, okay. Put the armor piercing in there. 2 of those. 2 of those. Good stuff. Let's put 1 large rocket for that guy who's carrying the rocket launcher. Proximity grenades, we're going to give 10 out, so everybody has at least 1. 2 grenades total. Let's give him 10 stun rods. Now let's see if we can pull this armor-piercing stuff off. Yep, we're good. And stun rods, high explosives, I'm going to equip 1. So there's 1 guy running around with high explosives, he can just flatten a building. That's the ultimate goal, so here we go. Game 1, save. And let's see what happens. Oh, good, we got the laser technology done, so let's go with laser pistol. So you might be saying, what's so scary about this game? You've been playing about 5 minutes of it and nothing has scared me. Well, it's because we haven't gotten into a mission. The base management stuff is the less scary part. And here is the our first interception. Speaking of which, ground missions. If we take this guy out, we'll get a ground mission. Okay? Good. Good. He's been downed. And I'm going to save the game, and I might have to reload at some points because sometimes things get iffy. And if this is a nighttime mission, I'm reloading because nighttime missions with your first mission is not a good thing. That would invoke fear, hence the fear part. Alright, Sky Ranger touching down. Alright, I might cut this part out or keep it in. Depends on what happens.